Although as Minister of National Defense, I had sighting reports of UFOs. I was too busy to be concerned about them at the time because I was trying to unify the Army, Navy, and Air Force into a single Canadian Defence Force. And that itself was a kind of battle to the finish. So this was not high on my agenda. But about 10 years ago, I started getting interested due to a young man from Ottawa sending me material on the subject. I told him I was too busy to read it, but he had confidence that someday I would. It took me a while to get around to reading it, but I took it for my summer reading in 2005 and was really impressed with what was contained in it. And what I thought to myself is there are huge issues here, huge issues. And the American people and the people of the world have a right to know what's going on because they're part of it. It's not just an isolated thing. I accept the invitation of Victor Vigiani, who's over here somewhere, and his cohort Mike Bird to speak to a symposium at the University of Toronto. And I said, UFOs are as real as the airplanes flying overhead. That gave me the dubious distinction of being the first person of cabinet rank in the G8 group of countries to say so unequivocally. In the 1960s sometime, it was a flotilla of UFOs headed south that crossed into NATO territory in Europe, and the Commander-in-Chief of the Supreme Allied Headquarters in Europe was naturally very shaken. Fortunately, or maybe divine providence, before the panic button was pushed, the flotilla turned around and headed back north. Obviously, they had thought maybe they were Russian, and they were very concerned about it. Anyway, an investigation was launched into this whole subject, and a document was prepared which concluded that at least 4 species had been visiting Earth for thousands of years. And this is my own view at this stage as well.
Con 38 minutos, la cámara fija que Televisa tiene dirigida hacia el volcán Popocatépetl captó esta imagen. Vean, está impresionante. Fíjense con mucha atención. Se trata de un objeto no identificado que aparece, ahí está apareciendo, en la pantalla del lado superior derecho. El objeto cruza el cielo, avanza hacia el cráter del volcán, parece que da como un pequeño giro y después aparentemente cae dentro del volcán generando una luminosidad, sale como esta luz cuando entra el objeto. Hasta ahora se desconoce de qué se trata. Aquí estuvimos toda la noche sacando conclusiones, no llegamos a nada, pero bueno, usted saque sus conclusiones porque realmente está muy curiosa esta imagen.
A mystery over the skies of Collier County. Strange lights captured the attention of people in Naples, and those lights were captured on security cameras. NBC2's Rick Ritter is live in Naples right now with what people are saying about those lights. Rick.
Well, Kelly, whatever the showing of lights was came and hovered over this pool behind me for nearly 30 minutes. Residents say they've never seen anything like it before. Experts, they're not quite sure what to make of it. You can take a look at the video yourself, though, and make your own assumption. This amazing video is the talk of Naples.
I think this is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this.
Monday night, security officer Deborah Lee Thomas was watching the camera feed from behind a Gulf Shore Boulevard condo building just across the street from Venetian Village. She noticed strange lights swoop in over the pool.
And I realized that it was something that was not normal.
Here's what she saw at first glance. It almost looks like a saucer-shaped object up top. Then it goes down into the pool and expands like a web, moving back and forth. After nearly 30 minutes, it starts to disappear. Thomas says bugs fly up to their cameras all the time, but this was further away, dipping in and out of the pool.
It was down on the ground, but some of that webbing was longer and it made a funnel down into the pool.
We sent the video off to MUFON, an UFO organization in Ohio. They're analyzing it, but they don't think it's a hoax. That's what Thomas's co-workers thought at first until they saw it themselves.
We watched it on the tape, and to be honest, I was so grateful that it was there so that I could say it was real, it really happened.
On Wednesday, residents were walking in and out of the complex's office, checking out the must-see video.
Oh, how cool.
I've never seen anything like this. The electrical charges coming from it are just truly unbelievable.
But what it is remains a mystery for now. Something Thomas is okay with, as long as it doesn't happen again. Now, we did show the video to a biologist at the Conservancy of Southwest Florida to see whether or not they thought it was an animal. They don't believe it's an animal. Meanwhile, officials at MUFON tell me this is one of the most fascinating videos they've seen in a while. Coincidentally, this pool is closed for the next few days for some cleaning. I don't think residents are going to be complaining about that. We're live in Naples tonight. Rick Ritter.
Stop. Okay. Daddy. Kom.